That other rapper got a hit, but shorty, he not me. Who set the city on fire as soon as he got freed? The king back now. Welcome to the bigger play, man. I appreciate you being here. We got to get down with the topics. And somebody reached out to me and asked me a question. He said, man, bro, when the relationship don't work, why is it always the man's fault? Why is it always the man's fault? You know, you gauge this by you're under the assumption if somebody filed for divorce, you're under the assumption if somebody filed for divorce, that's the person that's saying I was did a certain way. We got something called no fault divorces, which mean you can say to the court, we got irreconcilable differences. I really don't got to explain what happened, whether I cheated or not. So it's you're under the assumption that now you filed for divorce, yeah, because he was bogus. People don't usually file for divorce if they want to fight for the relationships and things of that nature. So by the percentages being up, it just shows, dude, the reason why. Why is that? So inquiring minds would like to know. They ask me, so I have to say that most of the time, accountability is a very difficult thing, right? So if I'm not doing something and I'm wrong for not doing what I do, but as a result of me not doing something, you not doing some things, and the focus is more on you, I'm not really paying attention to what I didn't do. So I'm gonna point the finger and blame the person that's doing the best that they can or trying to not go down that route of the divorce or not go down that route of leaving a relationship or separate from a relationship. So regardless of what I did, I ain't gonna take accountability of that. You to blame for what you did. So I look and I see that men are always overlooked when it come to the world just assumes because of the narrative that was painted, you did that, you the cause of that. Why does it happen? Because people want to show a level of camaraderie to the woman, but they also want to show a level of disdain and disrespect to the man. We be acting like we know. Not me, I'm just generalizing because I don't do that. But people act like they know what goes on behind closed doors. A lot of I done been in situations where people say, well, you're not physically abusive, but you verbally abusive. Physical and verbal abuse, the same thing. First of all, it's not. But let's just address the issues. If a woman put hands on a man, 90% of the time, the man not gonna press charges. If the woman verbally abused the man and he don't choose to put hands on her, what's his way of fighting back? You never hear about the stories of men being abused, but we deal with it a lot. You never hear about the stories of men being verbally abused, but we deal with it a lot. You never hear about the trials and tribulations that men go through. We deal with it a lot. I noticed that after experience and study and research and talking to different men, men get overlooked, can't be vulnerable, you can't be emotional, you got to always be a provider, you can't slip. And I'm not talking about the small amount of men that has that support system and has that wife or has that girlfriend that got their back. I'm not talking about the small percentage. I'm talking about in mass. Because people that take the small and be like, well, me and my husband didn't. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about in mass. Men get overlooked and we always to blame. These facts. Accountability is an important and an amazing thing. People don't take that, especially women. They don't take it. And it's just we out here and there's videos that's popping up day in, day out. Now these women have children. These women have jobs, some of them. These women have family. These women have influence. These women have different things going on in their life to where you on the outside looking in, you'll be like, oh man, this is an amazing woman. Not knowing that she at the house abusing this man. But when you look at all these videos that's out here in the world with all the mayhem and all the mess and whatever going on, it's a lot of disrespect on the table. What can the man bring to a relationship? Money. Now, one of the number one things. So if that's true, why wouldn't you disrespect this man if his money get low? You would. It ain't no why wouldn't you, because you would. But why wouldn't you? Because you respect him? No, but all the conversations saying money. He need to look a certain way. He need to do certain things. He need to make sure he take care of the kids over here that I have from a previous relationship that don't belong to him. And maybe I got 6 or 7 of them from a previous relationship. Maybe I got 3 baby daddies. Maybe I got 2 baby daddies. Maybe one of my baby daddies and me just got through screwing, but I ain't gonna let him know that. Who gonna get the blame? The man. All the time we get the blame. And it's sad because in reality, it take two, just like it take 2 to tango, it take 2 to mango. It take 2. I ain't just walking in the house putting hands on you. I ain't just walking in the house calling you out your name. I ain't just calling you on the phone giving you a negative energy. It don't happen. But what I learned is a lot of times when people don't want to take accountability, they'll supersede in their mind what the issue really is with the lack of them taking accountability. You hear me? They'll supersede the reality, which is, man, you disrespectful. Man, you out of line. No, I'm going to supersede that. I'm going to supersede that with the fact that I'm not going to take accountability. So I wish I would blame my damn self because they're going to make me have to take accountability. Now, I ain't going to blame myself. I'm going to put it on you. You slipped. You cheated. I'm going to beat it over across your head. We got into it. I'm going to beat it across your head. You the reason. I went to your phone. I'm going to beat it across your head. You took me on 2 trips in 5 years. I'm going to beat it across your head. It ain't enough because I got on Instagram and I see everybody else living a perfect life. So the man get chastised and the man get abused. And the finger going to get pointed at the man. And the man out there going through certain things and he forgot about. Nobody cares. Nobody chooses to call that man and check on that man because he's strong and he got pride and he got ego. And somebody disrespecting his ego and attempting to throw stones and darts and knives and hacksaws at his ego, don't matter. Take it all. You a man, take it all. Go outside, take it from out there. Come in the house, take it in here. The kids over there, you do your best, it ain't good enough. It's just what it is. It's a dynamic that's been set up in the world because men, real men, try and succeed. However, sometimes they also fail at standing upright. So the fact that we stand upright and you appear to be strong, your armor get tested very often, regular basis, from those that claim they love you, but they'll still throw darts at their armor. So when things go left, you to blame. We lost this, you to blame. You can't be a human. You can't be imperfect as a man. You can't be a human. You can't waver. You can't fall down. You can't be upset. You better not do no damn crime, for sure. Because if you do that, then you appear to be weak. We're going to really take advantage of him. We're going to put him down. We're going to wait till he fall. We're going to say, I told you so. Whenever people see a man fall, I told you so. Even though they fail, might have got back on their feet, even though they fall might be coming, they're going to look down. They ain't going to go grab you and say, you know what? My bad. I had a role in you. I had a role in you drinking. I had a role in you getting on drugs. I helped drive you to. But the man to take accountability. The real man to take accountability and don't blame nobody but himself. Although it's a lot of different things that cause certain things to happen in that man's life. And he took complete accountability of it because he might have made some choices and made the wrong choice in women, made the wrong choice in friends. You don't got no choice who you born to, even though it'd be a lot of capping. It'd be a lot of cap in that area too. That's why DNA testing should be mandatory. And we're going to keep that saying alive. Because so many men step up to the plate 7 years later, find out, 18 years later, find out, 30 years later, find out. And nobody don't suffer as a result of that but him. That's and the child that he was trying his, but it's a deep conversation that somebody asked me. This why, man, because we live in a world where a lot of people don't want to accept it, but we live in a world where it's a lot of disdain for men and a lot of people look down on a man. So when things go wrong, who is quicker, it's better to blame the man. Quick on your feet, blame him. He did that. And those type of things is why society will paint a narrative and stereotype, even though you got men that's trying to stand tall in their relationships, stand tall in their unions. But like I always say, a person to take the 2% or the 5% or the 15% or the 30% of what the man doing wrong and allow that to supersede the 70% and up from what he doing positive, and they'll focus on that. So is being in a marriage and having infidelity okay? You can look at it two ways. You can say, if I cheat on my wife, even though we've been together 10 years, will she leave me? Will she try to take everything? Will she fight me? Will she call me all out my name? Yes. And you'll take that, you'll make that mistake. All right, you cheat, boom, she out. In another instance, you can say, I cheated, and she could say, you know what? I forgive you even though you was wrong. I'm not going to disrespect you even though you was wrong. Let's go to counseling. She'll try to find ways to circumvent why you did that, husband. I don't want that to happen again. Now, if you do it again, I can't take it. I'm out. So asking the question if it's right or wrong, I can't really say if it's right or wrong because in the beginning I thought it was. But this would also learn. My son had two left legs when he started playing basketball. I was like, damn. But I saw his commitment to the game and I supported him in his commitment. And guess what? He got better at it. So he worked towards it. But without that pain, do you have gain? A lot of people gonna say, nah, man, it ain't how. If that relationship don't get tested in a certain way, how's you guys supposed to get better? Now I know another person gonna say, well, what if she cheat? Same difference. You know, it's people don't like the fact that it's double standards, but they do exist. But I'm gonna say it's the same difference. However, this is the thing, and a lot of people ain't gonna want to accept this. When a woman cheat and she don't care about the man she slept with, she the same thing a man is when he do it. This the problem. It's women out there that don't cheat for them reasons, unless they cap. So if that's your essence, how we gonna make it? See, men cheat for not a whole lot of different particular reasons to be realistic with you. A lot of men ain't got a good woman where she's standing by his side and she doing everything and then she fall off and he say, well, she ain't taking care of home. No, no. We are creatures that's been made a certain way, and you want to blame the individual and not look at the structure of the society that he's living in and what's put in front of him. You'll put a million women in front of a man butt naked and don't have no blame and just say all he got to do is go against nature, which is in the animal kingdom. They running wild in the animal kingdom. All that man got to do is go against nature on a regular basis and fight this for the next million years. We not being practical. We not being realistic. That's why we fail so horribly at monogamy. This is a fact. So instead of you digging deep in what you believe in and the God you believe in and question that, why did you make this gentleman that I chose to be with like that? You're reversing and put it on yourself as if you want to be the man when you're not the man. Most real women don't want to lay up with three different torpedoes up in them at the same time. Men don't care, and you don't want to accept that. You can find it in your heart to get closer and to be better and build yourself up. But these are the reasons we get blamed because of imperfections that society put on us, and we don't know how to calibrate ourselves in a certain way to be with one woman because of the weaponized way of thinking. But there's other countries and other places, even including this European weaponized way of thinking here that practice other ways of lifestyle. And it ain't a whole lot of bickering. And it's way more successful than what we practice. But when you haven't been taught that, and the people would say, well, you got the money. No, it's people with a lot of money. The wife still a step out on him. You got to speak on that. It's people with a lot of money, got everything, will still not want to step out, but he still might get caught up, even though he believe in God, even though he's standing on principles, even though he's standing on laurels. And the person to just get, this is why the man is overlooked. This is why the man is blamed for everything. Because the world expect us, especially women, expect the man to be perfect. And as soon as he show a level of imperfection, he gonna get the blame. That's it. It's a fact. Ain't no cap in my rap. I see you later. All right.